Why aren't you listening to me, God? I asked him time and again. Why don't you answer this prayer of mine and heal my sickly friend? Why don't you meet the needs of the poor? Why don't you just provide? Why don't you stop the hate we see? I begged and screamed and cried. You can give me what I want. You can make it so. You can take my stress away and help my career to grow. Why don't you give me what I ask? Why don't you move your hand? Why don't you just fix it all? I just don't understand. You have the power. You have the might. I know this much is true. Why don't you do the things I ask? My frustration grew and grew. I prayed, I asked, but I didn't hear a thing until I got into his word and felt that guilty sting. God asked me the same questions which I just proposed to him. Why don't I do the things he asks? Why continue in my sin? He then proposed another thought. He had answered me before. He told me that I could look beyond myself and focus on the poor. He told me that, sure, there's hate out there, but I told you to go and love. If we expect to conquer hate, then we share our Lord above. He told me my ways are not his ways. He knows how it all will end. I can't always see the big picture and the plan he has for my friend. As for me and my comfort, he said he always meets my needs. This world is simply temporary, but he plants eternal seeds. So once again, he posed the question, why don't you listen to me? If you did, these things could change. Open your eyes and you will see. The problem wasn't with my God. He was answering all along. It was me that wasn't listening. It was me that was wrong. I dropped down to my knees. I begged him to forgive. He pardoned me of my sins and showed me how to live. Now my Father is at work, and I listen to his word. And now that things are changing, I reflect on what occurred.